My name is Nupur Singh. I'm student of IiA class 2024. I work as enterprise architect for JP Morgan and Chase's IT division. I am married since 13 years and mother of a 9-year-old. I am introducing Dishi. This is a web-based platform which is going to bring the help to the victims. Basically, it's the marketplace for people who need help. So today what I'm going to talk about is little heavy matter, not very comfortable to talk, but I'm talking about it because it needed to be talked about. I'm going to talk about emotional abuse. So the journey of marriage starts with promises, a lot of hopes. We look towards a brighter future, but unfortunately, it's not the same for many of us. There are a lot of different reasons, but one that I'm going to talk about today is the abuse that happens within an intimate relationship. My belief is all different domestic abuses at some point starts from an emotional abuse. The span of it can be different based on the scenario, but there are a lot of red flags there, which if we identify and reach out for help early, the recovery becomes better. So it all starts with words and emotions, and we start questioning. Is it abuse? We don't know what's happening. We are feeling heavy, uncomfortable, putting ourselves on spot, thinking we should fix it, did something wrong. Then with multiple iterations, when we understand that this is something which is abuse and I need help to fix it, I cannot do it, and we start reaching for help, that's when the world, the means that I can do research with, that spits at me so much of content and so much of details that I don't know which one I should be going for help. And with the trauma and the damaged ability to do research, it's another challenge in front of a person. I'm a survivor, and all these questions I have faced in my journey as well, in the exact same sequence, to understand what it is. And the last one is where I'm tapping into. When I needed to understand whom to reach out for help, a person, a society, a talk who is not going to judge me being biased, I found it very troublesome. But then I thought, is it only me struggling, or is it some others are also? The anxiety, the pain I was going through, I wanted to channelize and identify how I can help myself and also help others. I started reaching out to community. The first set of community I reached out was the nonprofit organizations, the trauma specialists, and the community reach folks who are working close with the victims. I start out to society, people who are aware, who have gone through this, and slowly I interviewed more than approximately 50 plus people with 25 different organizations included. And I found out that there is a lot of help needed in this area. So I'm introducing my solution, which is Dishi. I'm not a trauma specialist, or I don't have any background, but I understand technology. And where I'm tapping and trying to help is Google spitting out so much of content to us. At that very moment, we need somebody who can point, hey, this is the help. I can reach, I can talk. This is basically a customized search platform, which is going to give you a specific result based on 5 specific parameters. These parameters are backed by research. It's language, gender, location, religion. Service is a point when we understand what service we need. Let's say I am in need of a shelter, immediate food, help. It's for that. But if we don't know what exactly we need, we are struggling in the first phase. Based on the other 4 parameters, I get help. And if I'm still struggling and I just need to talk to people, here I introduce the concept of warrior network. This is a social network for the community who are in a similar situation, who either understands the situation or want to help the situation. Warrior can be anybody, can be a victim, survivor, a person who is subject aware, or an enthusiast who want to help the community. What this does is, this is just a replica. This is not the exact look and feel, but what you will get is a map, which is always there on the website, which shows the approximate location of the warriors available in your close proximity. Clicking off it is gonna send an SMS to the number that you have. It doesn't ask for any explicit installation. You choose any of your existing applications, either to initiate a chat, a call, a video call. And what it helps is the moment you are done with the call, the chat, all the trace logs is deleted from your, mobile. So this is ad hoc. This is when you need it. This is fast and safe. This competes with the portion of need of a support group. When we need to talk to somebody, we have to reach out for a support group if we don't want to talk to family, relatives, friends, or in the early stage. And for support groups, you have to wait for a scheduled period to reach out. So this happens there. To start small, I am starting with the South Asian women of Chicagoland because that is where I belong and that is the biggest community I'm reaching out to, I'm talking to, and I'm able to connect. How all different services that are available today, they don't target explicitly emotional abuse. They target it under the hood of the bigger domestic abuse. Why emotional abuse? Because this is the earliest phase of the cycle of abuse, and I'm tapping into there. My mode is more of a proactive mode than the reactive. I'm not a direct service provider. I'm bringing up an intermediary platform, which is going to help bring the consumer and the service provider together. And this channel that the long-term view is this channel will the channel through which the proactive awareness is going to be pushed to the community, and more talks will be encouraged and conversations will be initiated. Sustainability, there are 3 different big pillars that I have identified for now. One is providing my platform as a service to all this different service provider. I can gain from their marketing budget. I can tap in there. It's incentive based. And this will be a channel through which the consumers will be reaching to our service providers. The second, I come from a corporate background and identify the corporate leaders, the Asian leaders, non-Asian leaders as well. And charitable contribution is the next bucket that I'm looking into, trying to tap into the CSR budget of the corporates and see if I can pull some help from there. The third is definitely not the least, the government grants and the institutional grants, if I can get some help out there. This is where I am already talking to 25 plus NGOs and work in progress. The mobile and website design is in progress. What I'm struggling with is data collection because there is not a sure shot data out there. A lot of data curation is needed, and I am working on that to find out what is all these different NGOs do have service data, but they are not very clean data. I think my time is over. Thank you so much for listening to me and having me here. I'm happy to answer any questions.